𝗬𝗏 Taproom is the place to play indoor golf in Worcester. Featuring 5 bays with brand new 𝗬𝗲𝗀𝗃 laser simulators and over 16,000 courses to choose from, including local courses, you're guaranteed to tee off comfortably on your favorite course any time of the year. 𝗬𝗏 Taproom also hosts indoor golf leagues year-round so you can grow as a player and have fun rain or shine. Great food, great drinks, and reasonable rates. Navigate to 𝗬𝗏taproom.com to book a bay today. Say hi to Todd, Doreen, and the rest of the staff. They'll be sure to take good care of you.
Great teams don't happen by chance. They're built on trust, teamwork, and people who show up when it matters. At Massive Staffing Solutions, we connect people with opportunity and businesses with reliable talent. And we're proud to support the local communities and organizations that bring people together. Massive Staffing Solutions. People first, community always.
No job is too big or too small for Worcester's best signage and display crew. Ardor Creative are experts in signage, banners, large format printing, vinyl lettering, and more. With work featured all over New England, they will understand your needs better than any competitor, guaranteed. If you're looking for a local business that truly cares about quality, Ardor Creative is here for you. Check out their Facebook page or visit them online at ardor-creative.com. The command has been given to the two fine gentlemen in this final semifinals match. Steve's ready. Freddie's always ready. I don't think he's ever not been ready.
Freddie was born ready.
He was born ready indeed, and he has been playing a phenomenal standard of play. Of course, Caster's Curse, as soon as I say that, he shoots it outside of the pool. Steve's reminding him to please collect your dart, sir. I do not want that in the way. And Steve will be leading things off here with, I think, a perfect dive.
Yeah, great stuff from Steve. And that's a big advantage in this. Having the throw in odd sets is a big deal.
So Steve knows what he needs to do to move up in the standings, to get himself into a better position. I will say, though, Steve's game versus Justin Burke was shaky. He's probably had more time to figure out the arm, figure out his scoring, leads things off here with a great ton. But Justin really gave him a run for his money, and I think a big part of it was the left-right all over the place. His darts just don't seem as grouped as they could be.
Yeah, that's definitely true, and maybe he calms down a little bit now going, okay, I did the win. I'm expected to lose this match, so let's just throw what we can throw and hopefully not get frustrated with it.
And Freddie, also, against Tom, the scoring wasn't really as strong as it could be. I mean, aside from that finals appearance that we had a couple weeks back, that was the closest that we've seen Fred come to losing a game. Tom with 6 game-winning darts in his hand couldn't get it done. Great visit there from Steve to bring his score down to 280, but Freddie also hasn't been really convincing either so far.
Yeah, Fred, even in these first couple of visits, have been kind of all over the place and really not getting down. Now, 2 visits to the board, and he's not even under 400. Like, that's unlike him.
Yeah, it's a tough visit here for Fred. Tough way to get this game going, but Steve is looking to bring this score down. He's going to be going downstairs here. Doesn't like the lie of those darts. Finds the 40. But Freddie's so far back now. If you're Steve, I'm not really sure if you're too worried or not.
I mean, you don't want to let this slip. A big visit does get him back in the game. But if you're Steve, just keep going the course. You have a shot to win this now. And you want to get off to a strong start. If you can put the pressure on him, he might buckle.
He may buckle, but so far the triples have not been flowing very easily for Fred Krueger. Steve with a big opportunity and still a big lead to play with here. First dart should be a great marker dart, but we saw a very violent clatter there. Darts are just not finding their way into the triple segment, and that can be a little worrying, especially when you know that you're up against a heavy hitter like Fred Krueger.
Yeah, he hasn't quite found his groove yet, but Steve's darts clattering. Is he going to take advantage here? And it looks like he finds the 140. Did he? No, it's just 100. So still a big advantage for Steve. If he can find even one treble in this visit, he's going to be looking into a good spot. As he goes just high, keeps the dart straight. That's all that matters. And that's a good second dart. Might be in the way as he moves. And he does a good job, still keeps it straight. So a 136 left. What can Fred do to put pressure on?
Yeah, Steve's down to the 136, but if Freddie finds another big visit here, he's going to be challenging for this leg. Needs to go downstairs. Might be too much of a defensive dart placed in. He's able to find 84. So decent visit. I believe he's going to be down to an out. He is at 158. So Steve Krikorian now 136. The first start's just barely to the left. Not going to be able to get this sequence going. Some math needing to be done here. Freddie, well behind in this leg, is now looking to potentially take it on the 158.
158 remaining. Needs to be perfect, and he's not going to do it. So Steve coming back for 84 for a solid first leg, but the pressure from Krueger. He goes over the 18 and a 134, leaves himself 24. So Steve now has to take out this 84 in a leg that he thought he was very much in control of. And the 5 is going to make this really difficult. 79 left. Probably going to go trip 13. Does have the option to go trip 19. As he lines up here. Does look at the trip 19, but he is not able to find it. So only 12 scored. He's going to leave himself 72. I like trip 16 here. A lot of people like trip 12. Trip 16 it is. He's going to leave himself 24.
But still, this has been an opportunity wasted from Steve Krikorian to let Fred Krueger even have a look at this. The doubles from Freddie haven't been that good tonight. He's well outside on that second dart, so a lot of work to be done to bring it inside, but that's what happens when you give Fred Krueger enough time. He's going to find ways to rip off these legs, and that was, I think, a pretty poor showing from Steve there to let Freddie come back and pip that one away from him.
Yeah, that's a tough one, especially against a guy like Fred. You can't let him get going, and now he's got a little bit of wiggle room after breaking your throw on the first one. And I think it's only a 43 scored there. So Steve has a chance to bounce back and have a good leg.
Yeah, Freddie's not playing a phenomenal game right now. I'm not sure what the doctor is doing. A little bit of a joke cracked somewhere. Not sure what's going on there, but he thought something was funny. Taking a step back to come back to the line here.
Finds the single 20. Going to try to drop one right underneath. It's a well-thrown dart, but it just doesn't go. Only 60 scored, not really capitalizing.
Yeah, a tough visit there from Steve. Freddie playing with 4-5-8 after 3, trying to get some form of momentum going after a rather poor visit previous. Looking to find a triple. He's able to lock it down. I feel like the radar is starting to get calibrated for Freddie. He's starting to figure out that line.
Yeah, but we've seen these games have looked really labored from Fred, where he's really had to push for everything. I mean, that can be said about everybody tonight, where all these games have just been so tight and so back and forth. Steve battling back with a 99.
Yeah, you know, I feel like that could be, you know, the statement for the season. The WPL season, regular season, is long. It's arduous. You're fighting some of the best players in the region every single night. It's mentally straining. It's physically straining. These guys are also playing darts 3 or 4 nights a week on top of this. So there's a lot of tired players, a lot of tired arms, tired minds, but it's who can keep it together when it matters most. That's what separates the best players out from the rest. Steve not able to find a triple there, only convert 60. Fred Krueger, 262.
Yeah, 262. Needs to be smart with his numbers here. Will likely go over to the 18s. He doesn't, and now he won't be able to leave it finished. And I've preached this for a while, that you've got to be thinking about it. Actually, yeah, so that still doesn't leave a finish. 94 does not leave it.
Leaves himself 168, so a rare mental mistake there from Fred Krueger. Math not quite adding up. I feel like he feels that it's not really too big of a deal. I understand that it's not the right way to go about your business on the dartboard. But I also feel like Freddie, he kind of knows that Steve's not really pushing him too hard.
But another triple from Steve here does put him on a finish. And he decided to go bull. I don't like that choice. 105 doesn't leave you a finish. So I get moving down there, wanting the 50, but I don't think it's the right choice. But Fred, with a big chance here, finds the trip 20. He's going to probably stay there. And no, he goes over to the 18, so 98 score, going to leave himself 70. Pretty clean setup shot.
Haven't seen too many maroon sailors in these high seas, but Steve is marooned on 198 Island. He's looking to find a life raft back to some sort of civilization. Finds the 60, leave himself 138, so he's on his way, but Freddie is lining up this 70. Which way do you think he's going to go?
I like trip 10. I think he's going to go trip 18. No, I was wrong. I was right. He went that route. So 24 tops, and he's way out of the way. That's perfect. And it's dead center. Was there even a doubt that that was going to go?
I mean, his double 20 has been, I would actually love to see the stats on his double 20 at some point for the entirety of the season.
He's just so good.
The conversion rate on his doubles has been phenomenal, but specifically that double 20 has just been stellar. And Steve is looking to collect a big visit here. Finds the big 140, I believe. I'm not sure all three are actually in there. It is a 180.
A big 180 from Steve Krikorian.
Fantastic round from the doctor. He delivers, and Freddie's looking to follow.
Yeah, great stuff. Fred bounces back, finds that trip 20, and he goes downstairs, not to be deterred. A 118 from Fred. Good answer, but Steve Krikorian still in the driver's seat.
Steve lining up his shot. First dart's going to cause quite a lot of pain here as he looks to try and find some semblance of a triple. He's all over the board, but he's not finding any gold there in them hills. So Fred Krueger now playing with 383. First dart is money. Wants to find another one to follow, and that's that violent flight deflection. Those K-flexes kicking those darts out, but wow. Great job on that switch again.
Yeah, 1-2-2. This is just... He's finding the trebles, and he's really punishing Steve for finding only a 44 on that one. Steve's got to get it back together, find the trip 20, and that is not the dart you want. And he's wide on both sides. A little bit of panic there, but he does find the trip 19. So just barely enough to keep himself relevant in this leg.
Yeah, I mean, both guys hovering right around the edge of outshot territory. Freddie looking to try and bust a way in there. 80 scored will bring his score down to 181. So if he places a careful dart, he's going to be able to get himself down there. I believe 97 scored. Leaves him within range, I believe.
164, yep.
So great setup from Fred Krueger. Steve Krikorian playing with 214. First dart is in at the bottom corner. Is he going to go and stay for another 180? His third dart well off the target, but that's enough to get him within range. Freddie, 164 now.
Yeah, Steve really is finding the scoring to stay in front. Can he capitalize and win the leg? Freddie just looking to set it up now. Another trip would be crazy. No, but he will leave 64. Steve Krikorian, trip 19 for double 18. Needs to find it with his first dart. And he does. So 2 darts at 36, one of his favorite doubles on the board. And he goes wide. So 34 left, and he knows it. Look at the reaction from Steve as he goes just wide to save his skin. But 1 dart at double 17. Oh, and he's inside. Wow. He's not able to do it. And you can see the reaction with how close those darts were. Great darts, just not quite.
64 now should be as easy as pie as he finds that opening dart, moving over to double 8. Just a little outside, has to reel it in, and he finds it with the third dart. Was it ever in doubt? These guys are making up for, well, lost time from the first 2 games that we had that went all the distance. Now it looks like Fred trying to play with, well, maybe another 6-0 clean sweep here.
Days End Tavern is Oxford's hometown sports bar. Always serving up great times, great drinks, and great vibes. Always open for the biggest games. Come for the people, stay for the dart leagues, pool leagues, trivia nights, live music, and so much more going on every week. Come as friends, leave as family. How every hometown bar should be. Head on down to Days End Tavern in Oxford today.
𝗪𝗪𝗀𝗻𝗀 Darts is the name in darts for Central Massachusetts and beyond. From dart sets and boards, accessories and apparel, to luck of the draws and events, 𝗪𝗪𝗀𝗻𝗀 Darts does it all to support the community they truly understand and love. Trusted by everyone, from players just starting out to state league champions, if you need to stock up on supplies or are just looking for a good time, look no further than 𝗪𝗪𝗀𝗻𝗀 Darts. Be sure to follow them on Facebook to stay up to date and tell them the WPL sent you.
Since 2014, US Sports and Apparel has been helping teams, companies, and organizations look their best. Their catalog runs deep, including custom team uniforms, embroidered corporate wear, spirit wear, and promotional items. If you want it branded, they have the tools and the people to get the job done right. So if you're looking for unmatched quality, customer service, and quick turnaround time on your project, head down to Marlboro or give US Sports and Apparel a call. Again, if you're looking for gear that works as hard as you do, trust in US Sports and Apparel to get the job done right.
Yeah, Fred, great stuff. It was a great finish from him. Steve nearly takes that one out, but he's not able to do so. So Fred, 3-0 in the first set, and now all he just has to do is hold his throw. Goes downstairs. Look at that cover shot. He just is so confident on that trip 19. It's just another tool in his bag.
Yeah, and you know, he knows how to use them too. I mean, he's a master craftsman, that's for sure. Master arrowsmith, one would say. Steve Krikorian now looking to make a slight adjustment down. Oh, you could probably tell that that was a flight interference there, kicking that one all the way outside. Freddie, 405 now. I just feel like there's just no section of the board that's really a weakness for the guy.
No, he's so confident moving around. Like, watch, he's going to go right downstairs, and he just feels so good on that trip 19. Like, it's automatic. He doesn't think about it, and that's practice. That's practice moving around the board and feeling confident, not aiming at the same target every single time.
Steve's able to pick up that second dart in that triple 20 segment. 83 found, as I believe. Yep, that's what he punches in. So Freddie now 308. Already in pretty good position here, starting to work on building a solid lead. He gets down into the 200s here, looking for a triple, wants to keep this strong pace going. Not going to be able to collect on a triple, but at this point, it's all good. You're not really feeling pressured. Steve has to start hitting ton 40s here if he wants to put any semblance of pressure on Fred.
I mean, a 140 just to level the leg up, and it's not his throw. So in a rough spot right now, going to have to battle back, only a 45, and I think you're starting to see some of the resignment from Steve as he's in a really rough spot.
Yeah, 250. Fred showing a rare bit of emotion there. He's usually so calm and collected when he's playing. Didn't like that first dart at all, but he makes up for it with a brutal second and third dart. I mean, it's just awe-inspiring to watch him hit these darts and just convert, follow up a poor first dart visit like that.
Just the trip 19. That trip 19 move is just so dangerous. He's so good at it that he's going to hit it. I would argue at least 75% of the time he's going to go and hit that trip 19 on the move. And here we go. Trip 19 for the ball for a 1-3-2. Oh, and he's outside, 25 left. What a good bid from Fred.
I mean, he's just playing for those highlight reel moments now. That would have been insane. He doesn't have to do that either. He could have left himself a far better double, even just lay up for it. Steve Krikorian already scored here, looking to get some sort of a big visit in. Can't do it, only finds the 60. So Freddie now looking to clean up this 25. Should be a single 9 or a double 8. The little move downstairs is all he needs, and it's all he needs indeed. 2 darts, he takes it. Now he has 2 more legs until he finds, well, another trip to the finals.
Yeah, I mean, if he keeps playing how he's playing, he's very much in control. He's looked good. He's found the scoring after the first couple legs that he was having problems with. And the doubles have looked really good, too. Almost took out that 1-3-2. Steve, unable to get the scoring going. Did a good job to get himself into the semifinals here, but is going to have to pick it up if he wants to hang with Fred Krueger.
Yeah, and he's throwing a good game, too. I mean, he's just about, just around that low 70s average, excuse me, but that's still respectable. I mean, the game between Fred and Tom was pretty, I think, around the same average. But, again, we know that Fred Krueger heats up, ramps up as the night goes on. Joe Ricard in the chat. I think I know that guy.
Oh, hey, yeah.
I think Joe. I think I know Joe. He says Fred throwing heat per usual. Joe, what are you doing? You're here.
You're sitting in the final.
He's sitting in the final. You're throwing heat as usual too, buddy.
Joe, is this Joe's first final or is it his second final?
I think it's his second final.
Second final? I'm sure he can correct us and tell us. I can't remember. But what I do know is that Steve is actually in control of this leg. I think that's a trip 3. It is a trip 3. Just unlucky, not able to find it. So Fred falling a little bit behind in this leg.
Got a couple answers from that last question that I asked the chat. I will pose another question to the chat, all the viewers. Does pineapple belong on a burger? I will say yes.
I am going to say no, just because I like plain cheeseburgers.
Let us know if you think that pineapple belongs on burgers. I think it's one of the tastiest combos known to man.
Okay. Steve, continuing to chug along, because I don't have a response. I don't eat pineapple on burgers, so I can't.
Have you ever had a pineapple?
I've had pineapple. I've not had it on a burger. It doesn't seem appetizing to me.
Oh, it's so good, buddy. It's just as good as that ton there from Fred. The best pineapple on planet Earth is called the Sugarloaf pineapple. It's grown from one farm in Hawaii, and it tastes like a block of sugar. It's so good.
All right, we're going to fly down there and go get a pineapple.
It's $60 a pineapple.
Steve, in there, 2 trip 20s. Oh, and what a 177 from Steve. Coming out of nowhere and picking up a huge visit to leave himself 70. Great stuff from the doctor.
Doctor once again delivers, but Freddie is looking to follow. All you have to do is poke the bear, and he starts to get angry, not able to follow with the maximum, but the 140 is still brilliant. Krikorian now, he wants to get a leg on the board, avoid the whitewash. I don't think he finds the trip 10, so going upstairs for a single dart at double to put his name on the board. The doctor, he's in.
Yeah, what a visit from Steve. Able to take out the 70. Great stuff.
So, Freddie, well, back to business. That was Steve's throw. So, Freddie, I don't think he's going to be too bothered by that at all. He's just going to keep on doing what he's been doing. Looking to go downstairs for that 19 switch. And, well, you know,
every time. Every time.
That is so hard to do. For everybody who's watching, wherever you are, at a bar, at home, you know, on an airplane, maybe, you never know. I don't know where you are. That switch down is so difficult. People practice that. And Steve makes it look good there as well. Mm-hmm. But for him to be doing it as consistently like that, it's unbelievable. It's almost not fair.
Yeah, he's like almost automatic on it. If he's not feeling good on that 20, he moves right downstairs, and he's just so consistently finding it. He's going to stay up, look for that trip 20, and he's just low. So only a 45 scored. So Steve, big chance to break here if he can find a big visit.
Yeah, and that would be a big boon for Steve. If he can find another leg here, I believe that first dart is in, just in the bottom corner. Might be an awkward lie on it. He should. Well, he's going to stay on it. I believe he converts two in there, both sides of the bed. Big 1-2-1 collected. So Fred under a lot of pressure now.
Yeah, Fred's got to start finding some troubles. Got to find a good visit. And look at the pressure getting to him. He finds the single one, and it looks like that's only a single 20. He's in a really rough spot, but as usual, the 19 switch, it's just so good. Oh, no, wait. Oh, it was two single ones. So he did find that trip 19, but it was single one, single one.
Yeah, to save the visit. I mean,
oh, man.
But again, the fact that he has the confidence to just say, forget it, I'm out of here. I'm going to go back to my home on 19 Island and make a home for himself there. Great stuff. Freddie, working with 300 now, just wants to keep these darts steady, keep these darts straight. Great marker first dart, and again, just a little bit of defense being played by those flights. So he goes downstairs. Guys, this is gross. That's nasty.
Every single time. I'll have to go through and pick out each individual little time he's thrown at that trip 19, but it's just so consistent that he's able to move down there and find it, and it's showing in the scoring as he's caught up to Steve and passed him.
Buddy, I'm going to say that you should not do that because you're going to be video editing for like 5 hours
all night
to find every single one.
Oh my God, just the consistency from him. But then look at that, the 2 ones.
He's going to find it. He's going to find it.
He went for the bullseye.
Yeah. So he's not able to find that trip 19, but he did try his luck at the center of the board. He leaves himself 176, which is a great leave. Steve finds the 1-1-1. So a little bit of an awkward navigation required. Rough seas, going around a few icebergs. Doesn't like the bogeys that he's been hitting here. Looks like he's going to try his luck on the 19s, and he pins it. Guys, okay, we got to check the board. It's not regulation. It's too big. Sub out the board. We got to switch this.
The trip 19 is bigger than the rest of the board, apparently. Steve does a great job to leave himself 152. How much pressure can Fred put on here? Should just stay up there. And only a 60 scored, so 116 it's in his wheelhouse, obviously, but it's definitely not a gimme.
No, it's not. There's no such thing as a gimme in darts. Steve, the combination, he's got it going. He's not able to continue it, so 80 scored. Well, I think he's just going to go downstairs for that 16. What a great pickup that was. Seems like we got to check the bottom half of the board, Nick. This is absurd, man. They're just hitting it for fun.
And look at this. This is a couple of back-to-back legs from Steve with great visits to set up, but does it matter when Fred Krueger finds it, and he's going to have a dart at tops to take the leg anyway. Oh, and he goes high. So Steve, we saw last like a 177 to set himself up, and now we've seen a 128 to leave himself 24 to win the leg.
Double 12. It's all he needs, and it's a good marker. It's just, well, it's not right on the wire, but it's close enough to be used as a guide. And so now needs to pull it inside, able to find it with the third dart. So Steve Krikorian leads Fred Krueger 2 legs to 1. Things are about to get pretty interesting here if Steve can find a hold of throw.
And yeah, Steve, again, caught back-to-back legs of good visits that lead into getting the chance at a double. And that's just how the scoring's been going. but a poor visit is going to let Fred come back into this leg.
48 found. 48 feel like is not enough. Freddie, he's been a little unreliable on his scoring. Doubles have still been good, but it's the scoring that's really been letting him down tonight. You could see a little look at the board there as he went to go collect his darts, that he knows it too. He's got to figure it out. And here comes the doctor with a brand new prescription. He wants to fill it up, write himself note for a 140. Fantastic darts being delivered by Steve Krikorian.
Dude, he's turned around. I mean, we saw the look in his face that he looked a little dejected after a couple of those legs, and he's really battled back to be in control of this set now and to level the game.
It's what happens when you're loose. When you don't let the frustration take over your game. Good visit there from Fred Krueger. You can just play with a sense of freedom. Your arm is not stressed. Your arm is not locking up. You're not worried about it. Not able to convert there on that 19. Only 43 found, so a little bit of a door open, but that's how Steve needs to play all the time.
I think we've seen a lot less frustration and anger from him in this one, and more laugh it off and move on to the next visit.
Yeah.
Like a lot more like, haha, this is funny, I threw something bad. And
that's how I play every day, dude.
Fred able to pick up a trip 20 there, but Steve still in firm control, a ton to leave himself, the tee-up chap from 170, but it's not going to be a ton. He's going to stay up there, and it clatters in for 2. Door is now open for Fred.
Yeah, right as we were hyping him up, that 22 really puts a round of buckshot right into him. That's not very great. Not a good feeling. Fred Krueger looking to try and get over those darts. I don't think that one went in, so he will be going downstairs. I mean, come on, dude. Come on, man. This is insane. Somebody check that trip 19 bed. Please get on it.
It's pretty crazy how consistently he's been drilling that trip 19. He's not missing at all. And I'm surprised he doesn't stay down there a little more, but he's so confident on that trip 20 that he just uses it as a safety net.
He could be hitting 171s every single time at this rate, dude. This is insanity. He's going to be teeing up and lining up this 198. Going to be staying there. There's no reason why he should go down. Okay, 80 found. He should be going across over these 18s. Finds the 98 to leave a ton. So great stuff from Fred Krueger. Great setup. A lot of pressure on Steve here with 193.
Steve needs a big visit, and he's got to find a treble on this throw, and the 1 is not going to do it. And crucially, a 41 does leave him a finish, but 152 is far from a gimme.
Yeah, no, that's a tough out to try and take. Ready? Oh, he's going to go double-double. You know he's going to do it. He does not find that second dart in that double 20 bed, but he leaves himself a very handy 60 for the single dart out. 152, it's tough.
Oh, it's yeah, I think tough is an understatement. And it looks like he's able to find the first dart. Steve, looks like it must be a trip 5. Just by the reaction of Steve, it must be a trip 5 because there's no way he'd react if those were both in. There's no way he would do that. So, Fred coming back as 94 scored for Steve. Is that what we got? Yeah, 94 scored for Steve. Fred to level the set and have the throw to win the match. Oh, and he's low, so can he correct it and find the double 10? And he's inside. This is a little dangerous. This is a dangerous game we're playing. And I think he pinned it? No,
wow.
35. So Steve Krikorian with a chance to level the match here.
58. You can't afford to not hit your big number. 2 darts in hand, and I think that's down. Now he's going down to double 15. He's not able to convert. I was just about to say, you got to keep the left and right steady, and that's a costly mistake. Now you're hoping and praying that Fred Krueger cannot hit that single 1. He does, down to double 2. And he's going back up to the madhouse, double 1. It's going to be tricky. He can't convert. He's struggled on that before, but Steve Krikorian getting a lifeline, getting another chance.
Oh my God, and he's got to take it. Now this is a little dangerous because you got to throw your dart and not hit the big numbers on the sides. Does a great job. 2 darts at double 4 here. Oh, that is a scary dart. And he does not find it. He's down at 2. Both of these guys struggling with this double on this leg.
I dang near pooped myself on that double 4 attempt. That was real scary. Down to double 2 now. He's just outside. Needs a little bit more oomph to try and collect it. I think he does collect it. I think it's not in. Oh my God.
We're having a double one off.
Double one off. Nobody likes these. Ugh. I think the rule is in Steve's singles league that if nobody can hit it after so many rounds, you can just go for the bull.
Wow. And he finds the wrong double.
Yeah, oopsie.
We're back to Fred. This is going to be who can hit the double one first, and the answer is Fred Krueger.
That's how you do it.
He has leveled the set, and it is one leg for Steve's tournament life right now.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the playoffs regardless, but there's so much more to gain for him making the finals that he does want to push. So Freddie now, after a rather scary previous leg, he will have the opportunity to hold his throw here. So Steve will be looking to challenge, and the switch, I think, for the first time in the game doesn't go.
Okay, he is human. It's crazy, but he is
He
human.
did that on purpose. He's a robot.
Yeah, he was doing that to show some error. But Steve in the trip 20 with his second dart. And it looks like he's in with the third one, a big 140 from Steve. Of all the times to start off big, this is a great one.
Yeah, this is Steve looking to extend this out for as long as he can. Fred Krueger not going to be able to follow with the maximum, but he is going to be able to follow with a ton 40, I believe. Smashes those things in there. So Steve now 361. Got off to a great start, but Freddie's right behind him. First start's going to be rather painful. Has enough space to slot another one just underneath, and he pushes it outside. Talk about a sloppy third dart.
Yeah, that is critical, and that might end up costing him the leg because Fred has found the scoring power, and he's in for two. Is he in for three? He's in for three. A big maximum at one of the most crucial times in this match.
Bow. He finds the 180 right when he needed it. And you know what? That's just playing against Fred. I think if there was like the little like hashtag just Fred things that just appeared on the screen there, I think everyone would just nod their head and go, yeah.
Oh my God, so 1-2-2 for Fred Krueger, and you know he's going to go for the bull. You know he wants to take out the bull finish. Can he find the trip 18 here? No, it clatters into the trip 1. Unfortunate for Fred Krueger, so it's going to be a 38 scored. But Steve, nowhere to be found, down on 294.
That's the power of collecting these 180s at the right time, is that your opponent can be so far back where all you can do is just go, well, I'll try and find something big of my own here, but even a 140, I don't think is going to be enough to really put too much pressure on Fred. He's only able to find the 83. So Freddie now, 84 he's playing with. He's going to go right at that triple 20 to try and leave himself double 12. 64 now, 14 for the double bull for the button. He wants the showstopper. Finish it. He finds it. What a take there from Freddie to end the game. Little look there from Steve. What a finish. What a game between these two guys.
𝗬𝗪 Tap Room is the hub of darts in central Massachusetts. With close to 30 dartboards to play on and the biggest Friday luck of the draw around, you're guaranteed to see some friends or make some new ones every time you stop in. Additionally, 𝗬𝗪 Tap Room hosts many Worcester Dart League and Minuteman Dart League teams in all divisions, making it fun and inviting for a wide range of players and skill levels. If you're looking to develop your game, why not try and play in one of the many weekly leagues from cricket to long format 501? You're going to grow as a player and have fun doing it. So if you're serious about darts, stop by 𝗬𝗪 Tap Room as soon as you can. Say hi to Todd and Doreen and the rest of the staff. They'll be sure to take good care of you. 𝗬𝗪 Tap Room, 70 James Street in Worcester. See you there.